What is going on, guys? Hassan Malik back here again, and today we are going to be taking a look back at every single LEGO DC superhero set ever made. This is something that I like to do on this channel, and today we're going to be looking at DC, but before we go ahead and do that, I did want to give a really quick reminder that the giveaway for $100 worth of your choice of LEGO sets is still going on. It actually just began, and all you have to do to enter is make sure you are subscribed to the channel, follow the link in the description, and then sign in with your YouTube account. Super simple and 100% free. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into it. The video should already be playing in the background, but what I do for the first part of the video here is just give my thoughts on the theme overall and just go through the history of the theme, key moments, things that have changed, and just how I feel about the theme overall. But if you don't want to hear me talk over this video, you can go ahead and mute me, that's fine as well. Anyways, the LEGO DC Superheroes theme started back in 2006. It was actually called the Batman theme back then. There weren't just DC superheroes, it was exclusively Batman. And that theme lasted from 2006 all the way till 2008, where it ended, and then we didn't see DC superheroes again until 2011, where we got a whole bunch of different DC superheroes in minifigure form at San Diego Comic-Con. So we didn't actually get any sets that year, just minifigures, but then the next year in 2012 we got to see the return of DC superheroes with the actual DC superheroes LEGO theme. So that's why you're going to see a little bit of a break between 2008 and 2011. Anyways, DC characters have appeared in a bunch of different LEGO themes, not just the superheroes one. So I tried to include as many themes as I could, including dimensions, brickheads, the LEGO Batman movie, and just any theme where DC characters appeared in LEGO sets. Anyway, speaking of those characters, the minifigures from LEGO DC superheroes have always been some of the best that LEGO has ever made, especially with the fact that we've seen multiple CMF series based on DC superheroes from the LEGO Batman movie, and then an actual DC superheroes CMF series as well. And for those that don't know, a CMF series is a collectible minifigure series where you have really high-end minifigures in blind bags, and LEGO does this for a bunch of different themes except for Star Wars, unfortunately. Anyways, talking about these sets themselves here, of the four big licensed LEGO themes, that being Star Wars, Marvel, DC, and Harry Potter. At least those are my big four. Those are the ones that I follow closely. Of those licensed themes, I'd say that DC is the worst of the bunch. The LEGO DC Superheroes theme has had many issues. They've made a lot of great sets over the years, but there have always been these repeating issues that come back year after year. First of all, it really doesn't help that Marvel is completely dominating DC when it comes to movies. The MCU is an absolute juggernaut in the box office, and the DC films haven't been able to replicate that success even a little bit. Don't get me wrong though, I absolutely love DC movies, and I think the best superhero movie of all time is still The Dark Knight. But the fact that Marvel is killing DC when it comes to movies just means that we don't get to see as interesting sets from the LEGO DC theme. One of the big issues with DC is the fact that most of the sets are pretty much vehicles. Every single year and every single wave, we rarely see sets that are based off environments and actual moments from movies or other popular DC media. We never get to see sets based on that, we only ever get vehicles. And that sucks because there's a lot of really cool DC content for LEGO to base sets off of. Like, imagine if we ever got sets based off the Watchtower, the Fortress of Solitude, or even the Hall of Justice. There are a lot of iconic DC locations out there, but we've never seen them in LEGO form, even though this theme has been around for pretty much 15 years. So yeah, just way too many vehicles. I think they need to expand their variety of sets, and also don't give us so many Batman sets. This theme has pretty much become the Batman theme because every wave is just a bunch of Batman sets. Don't get me wrong, Batman is my favorite DC superhero, but I still would like to see sets from other characters as well. You know, just liven it up a bit because this theme is still the DC superheroes theme after all. Also, when it comes to basing sets off of content, I know that can be a little bit difficult sometimes with DC being a little bit darker than the Marvel universe. A lot of their movies are R-rated or just wouldn't be appropriate to have sets for children, and that is a little bit unfortunate, but I also think there's a lot of untapped DC content out there. For example, when these CW shows like Arrow and The Flash were at their peak, they were very popular, and LEGO really should have went out there and tried to make sets based on them. But they never did that. We never got to see official variations of Arrow or Flash in LEGO form, and that is just a missed opportunity. I'm sure there are a whole bunch of different licensing issues preventing this stuff from happening, but it just really sucks that the LEGO DC theme hasn't been able to meet its potential. And yeah, those are pretty much my thoughts on the LEGO DC Superheroes theme so far. It's definitely a good theme. I do have my issues with it, but it's still a good theme that makes good sets. But you know what, of the four big licensed themes, I definitely have to say this is the worst. Okay, I'm not really sure where we're at in the video, but I'm going to go ahead and stop talking now. I'm going to let this video play out, and I will see you guys at the final year, which is 2021, where I'll go ahead and give a more detailed breakdown of those sets and also what we could be seeing in 2022. So I'll catch you guys at the end of the video. Enjoy. Alright guys, here we are at 2021, which is arguably one of the worst years of the DC superheroes theme. And honestly, I can't blame them. LEGO has pretty much put their entire superheroes budget into Marvel this year, which has been absolutely dominating. I mean, this is easily the best year of LEGO Marvel superheroes ever. Also, if you guys would like to see every single LEGO Marvel set, make sure to check out my video on that as well. Anyways, coming back to these sets here, there really isn't that much to talk about. There are only 7 sets here. So starting with our first set here, we have set number 40453, Batman vs. the Penguin and Harley Quinn. This is actually a minifigure pack and it retails for $15 and includes 63 pieces. As minifigure packs go, it's pretty good. Penguin looks good, Harley looks awesome. I'm not really liking that Batman minifigure though. The dual molded legs there look awesome. I just don't like the whole tidy whities thing and the lighter gray color. Either way though, it's still a pretty cool set. Next up we have set number 76180, Batman vs. the Joker Batmobile Chase. This set retails for $30 and includes 136 pieces, which is an absolutely abysmal price point. But this is a junior set and that's usually how these junior sets are priced. It's not that interesting to me, to be honest. The build is a little bit boring, which is meant to be because this set is meant for younger kids, but it is a really easy way to get that Batgirl minifigure who looks really good. Alright, next up here we have set number 76182, Batman Cowl. This set retails for $60 and includes 410 pieces. As these helmet line of sets go, it does look a little bit weird because the mouth portion is open, but I still think it looks pretty cool and I'm sure any Batman fan out there would appreciate this. Next up here we have set number 76188, the classic TV series Batmobile. This set retails for $30 and includes 345 pieces. I'm not the biggest fan of the Batman classic TV series. I didn't grow up on it, so I don't have that nostalgic value. But I gotta admit, this is an amazing set. I mean, the display model looks great. The minifigures are really well done and are very iconic. And overall, this is just a very recognizable and iconic vehicle that LEGO has done here in a very affordable price point. And that is always a good thing. Next up here, we have set number 76238, the classic TV series Batman Cowl. Now, unlike the last Batman Cowl, I do not like this one as much at all, mainly because of the fact that this set retails for the same price, which is $60, but only includes 372 pieces. I know it's not much of a difference with the piece count, it's only 40 pieces, but just the set itself looks so much more empty compared to the other cowl. And maybe it's because of the fact that I don't have the nostalgia for the classic TV series Batman. This helmet just doesn't look as cool to me. Anyways, next up here we have set number 76239, the Batmobile Tumbler Scarecrow Showdown. This set retails for $40 and includes 422 pieces. Now, $40, this may seem a little bit steep, but this is actually one of my favorite sets ever from the DC superheroes theme. Ever since I was a young kid, I've always been making my own mocks of the Tumbler from the Dark Knight trilogy. Like I talked about earlier, the Dark Knight is my favorite superhero film of all time. I think it's the best one, easily, hands down. So getting a set based on that movie is absolutely amazing. See, this is something that DC needs to do more of, give us more iconic things that are recognizable and things that fans want. Because yes, it's just another Batmobile, it's another vehicle, but it's something that's more recognizable and something that fans actually want. Anyways, I think this set is absolutely awesome. I'm really liking the build here. The minifigures are absolutely amazing as well. I know at $40 it may seem a little bit steep, but I still think it's worth it, especially with how iconic this vehicle is. So a really great set there, and our next one here is set number 76240, the Batmobile Tumbler. And this set retails for $230 and includes 2,049 pieces. Now this is actually a remake of the Tumbler that we got to see earlier in this video, but I still think this is an amazing set. I never got my hands on that first original like UCS style Tumbler, so having this set re-released for someone like me is absolutely perfect. The Dark Knight trilogy is pretty much timeless, I think, and that makes this vehicle really iconic. So this is a set that LEGO could release 10 years from now, and I still think it would do really well. But yeah, at this scale, this design is pretty much perfect. I'm not sure what else you could do here with LEGO bricks. It's just a really awesome set, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. It's just really cool to see DC turning things around and giving us more iconic things from other DC media like movies and TV shows. I would totally love to see more of this, like give us a Bat Pod from the Dark Knight trilogy as well, maybe the Bat, the actual flying vehicle. Or just expand to other films as well, like the Joker. I know that may be a little bit too adult, but you know what? LEGO is targeting 18+ audiences now, so I definitely think that would be a viable set as well. Like imagine if LEGO made a set of the staircase with the Joker dancing. I think any DC fan would want to get their hands on it. But yeah, so much potential, but we are still not done with 2021. We actually have 5 different foil packs here, and that is Batman, Robin, Batgirl, the Joker, and the Penguin. So I know this video only goes up to 2021, but let's go ahead and talk about some 2022 sets that we know we're going to be getting later next year. So we have 3 sets here, and they should be coming out around March when the Batman movie drops. All these sets are actually based off the new Batman movie that's going to be releasing next year. So we have 3 sets here. The first one is set number 76179. This is probably going to be called the Bike Chase. The names are more just a loose description of the set, and it's going to include 2 minifigures, that being Batman and Catwoman, and it should retail for $15. Next up, we have set number 76181, the Batmobile. This set is going to include Batman, Jim Gordon, the Penguin, and it should retail for $40. And finally, here we have set number 76183, the Batcave, and this set is going to include Batman, Bruce Wayne, Alfred, the Riddler, and it's going to retail for $70 US. And yeah, that pretty much does it for the 2022 sets that we know are coming out next year. I'm sure we're going to be getting other sets as well, but it's really great to see sets based off the new Batman movie, because man, that trailer looked absolutely awesome, and if there was ever going to be a movie to replace The Dark Knight, this has got to be it. But yeah, guys, there's pretty much your look at every single LEGO DC superhero set ever made. As usual, guys, before you head out, make sure to go down in the comments below and let me know which ones your favorites are and how many you guys own in your own collections. And make sure to check out my other videos just like this one on Star Wars, Marvel, and even Harry Potter. Also, if you guys haven't done so already, make sure to enter the giveaway. But that will pretty much do for me, guys. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.